What's happening, my fellow geeks and geekettes? Welcome to a brand new episode of Cosplay Chris, and today we're going to be unboxing and reading out some fan mail. I've also got cosplay updates for you, and we're going to be doing a giveaway at the end of this video with some one-up boxes and some Pirate Batman prints. Now, 2 days ago, I landed back in Sydney. I was up in Brisbane for the weekend with 3 of my good friends. We went to the Marvel Cinematic Universe exhibition at the Gallery of Modern Art in Brisbane. It was so damn cool to see all the Cinematic Universe costumes and props up close, in the flesh, in the material. So yeah, I think all in all, I took about 500 up close HD photos. So what I'm planning to do either this weekend or next week is to do a video as a slideshow that would act as reference for anyone wanting to cosplay as some of the characters that I snapped some photos of. It was such a good weekend. We managed to get there on the final weekend of the exhibit. I think all in all, it's been there for like 3 months, and it was still packed to the brim, full of people. So yeah, I'll probably have that video up either this weekend or early next week. Now it's starting to get a bit warm in Sydney. It's that time of year, we're in spring now, so it's that time of year where I pull out the tissues. Sounds really bad. And have to pat my face now and then because I get very shiny. Now, let's move on to some fan mail. I know I haven't done a fan mail unboxing and fan mail reading out in quite some time, and honestly, it's because of custom collectibles and Red Hood, just getting swamped with stuff, so finally back at it. So with that being said, let's read out the first piece of fan mail, which includes something very special that they made. This comes from a fella by the name of Sean. To Cosplay Chris, my name is Sean. I'm 16 and an amateur artist. I love to create art, film, music, and thanks to you, custom collectibles. Right on. You have inspired thousands of artists, including myself, to venture into the world of prop building, cosplay, customization, with the hundreds of great tutorial and collectible videos. I met you briefly at Melbourne Supernova. I was glad to find you even more genuine in the flesh. Bloody great bloke you are. Dude, the fact that I've inspired you and met you just makes me so much more happy with what I'm doing. And also the fact that what I'm doing is giving back to people, because honestly, that is the best feeling in the world. I've sent a small diorama of one of your past avatars. Hopefully it arrives intact. Bloody Australia Post. I made the figure from Claytastic, something I bought a while back at the Melbourne show. It's easy to sculpt and it is as light as a feather when it dries. Great stuff to use. Also, just a quick question. When you're planning to create a custom collectible, do you decide what you're going to do in terms of customization, including materials, well before you start or as you're creating it? Cheers for being a legend, Sean. Sean, you legend. In terms of custom collectibles, I'd say about 70% of it is completely winging it. And you guys have seen in most of my custom collectibles, I do stuff up and fail at one point. And honestly, if I don't fail during a custom collectible, then I'm kind of upset with myself because I haven't learned anything. But for the most part, I do have a very good idea of what materials are going to be used to pimp out the figure, and also for the base, the diorama, whatever's going to be complementing the figure. It's completely winging it. I wing everything throughout my whole life, and I think that's the best way to be. Now here is a diorama that Sean has sculpted of yours truly, of my former avatar. How cool is that? So yeah, this is made in Claytastic, and seriously, it's as light as a feather. He has made a base, I think from wood, if I'm not mistaken. That looks like wood. And I'll try and tilt it. There you go, Cosplay Chris. The detail is brilliant, Sean. I absolutely love it. Also got a cityscape backdrop of Sydney. This guy knows his stuff. Sean, thank you so much, my friend. All right, Mr. Lightsaber, you go there. I'm just gonna pop you there. All right, all right, all right. Gloss maintenance. I do declare. Second piece of fan mail comes from a gentleman by the name of Luke, and he has sent some amazing things, and he is a fellow cosplayer himself, and he writes, "Hey Chris, my name is Luke. I'm 20 years old and reside in Connecticut in the good old US of A. And last year I hadn't given any thought, why am I still talking an American accent? And last year I hadn't given any thought to cosplaying or customizing. However, I came across a YouTube video one day called Jack Specific Batman v Superman Batfleck Makeover by this Aussie guy named Cosplay Chris. Needless to say, it blew my mind. The resources you used to create that incredible makeover was extremely impressive to me. I'm an artist and film student. I've been drawing since I could walk. I also used to paint Lego minifigures when I was a wee lad, but you took customizing toys to a whole new level. I watched so many more of your videos, including your insanely accurate Nightmare Batman cosplay series, where you nailed every single detail that most people wouldn't even notice. Thank you, man. That's one thing I'm proud of, and that thing nearly killed me researching Affleck's Nightmare costume. Time and effort you put into your videos is exceptional, and the way you walk everyone through what you're doing comes off like a friend helping out. You absolutely nailed it. That's exactly what I've always wanted, whether it be tutorials or just any video in general. I just want it to be like we're all hanging out, just geeking out, nothing formal. I'm not a formal person. Look at me, I look homeless. You have inspired me to create 4 costumes for New York Comic Con this year, which are homemade suit from Spider-Man, Rorschach, Red Hood, and Nightwing. Pictures included, I'll show you the pictures in a minute. To show my appreciation for all the hard work you do, for all the new skills you have taught me, I want to draw a portrait of you and your beautiful Laura as your amazing cosplay characters Jason Todd and Harleen Quinzel. I also want to display some of the techniques you have taught me and bring back my old passion of customizing Lego minifigures by creating a custom Nightmare Batfleck for you with a custom base and all. I even used dirt from my driveway to make it authentic. Nice! So Luke actually has a YouTube channel called Fucus 101, F-U-C-A-S 101. Pronounced Fucas. Oh, Fucas. Okay, Fucas 101. And my Instagram is do_you_even_cosplay. That's a mouthful. Okay, so firstly, before I show you what Luke made for me, I'll show you his photos. This is his homemade Spider-Man Homecoming costume, which just looks absolutely on point. He's even got the stature of Tom Holland, just that lean, muscular, athletic look. That looks brilliant. This is his Rorschach from Watchmen. Again, for someone who wasn't cosplaying a year ago, dude, you are nailing it. Dude, it's brilliant. You are on the same wavelength as me when it comes to Red Hood, just like biker, badass, armor plating, you name it. Finally, this is his Nightwing, which I think you'd make a brilliant Nightwing. I mean, look at that. Look at that hair. That's beautiful. Now, this is the drawing that Luke did of me and Laura. I absolutely love it. It's just brilliant. You have got Laura's cheeky smile down pat, my friend. It's absolutely brilliant. I love that. Now, this is his custom Nightmare Batman Lego figure. Look at that. Just the attention to detail when you're working with a scale like this is just beyond impressive. This is something that I wish I could do. I'm not a big fan of working in small scale because I don't know if you guys notice, I shake a lot. And you know, that's a whole different story. It's from anxiety and nerves, but when it comes to small scale, this is just damn impressive, man. It blows me away that people do this stuff with Lego figures. It's crazy, you know, usually this stuff is made in a factory and it's all precise, but for someone to do this freehand, that's mind-blowing. You go there. Luke the legend, thank you, sir. Gloss maintenance. Please don't tell me I got any spare tissue on my face. Next one is from a gentleman by the name of Paul Clark from Newcastle in the UK. I'm blown away by your attention to detail, especially on your costumes, and particularly your Nightmare Batman. Seriously, dude, you look like you just stepped off the set of the movie. Thank you, Paul. That's all I've wanted. That's all I want to hear, man. For a lot of your videos, I noticed you had an awesome but unfinished Captain America helmet sitting behind you. You can talk about that one? That one right there. Long story short, I bought that as a kit off the RPF forum. I don't think I'm ever gonna have time to finish it, and honestly, because I'm gonna be doing, which is gonna be part of the cosplay updates, the Captain Nomad from Infinity War, I don't need it, so I'm actually giving it to a friend of mine who's gonna be finishing up, who does children's parties as Captain America. So it's gonna be going to a good home instead of just sitting around here. I've included for you a replica of the newspaper from Captain America: The First Avenger. The newspaper was created entirely from scratch by myself. I matched the font types, sizes, and wrote the articles all using reference from the Blu-ray and the original prop auction. For any articles that were not readable, I used actual World War II stories taken from the New York Times and included a little Easter egg in one of them. What the hell, man? This is like a whole new level of accuracy. I've built many props over the years from my favorite movies, Proton Pack from Ghostbusters, Back to the Future hoverboard, but you inspired me to attempt something out of my comfort zone, and this newspaper was the result. I see it on screen, I wanted it, I managed to do it, and I hope you like it. I've also included some photos of myself as Cap and my team. Thanks again, Chris. Keep up the incredible, talented work you do on the channel and Instagram. Cosplayers do it best, Paul. So Paul's Instagram is the First Avenger, all one word, _ UK's. Go check him out. So before I show you that amazing newspaper replica, here is Paul in all his glory, looking epic and like a rig as Captain America. My God, man, you have got the stature for that. Look at that. You got the Hulk and Loki. Puny God. That's so cool, man. You make a brilliant Captain America. Okay, so screenshot of the newspaper from Captain America, the First Avenger. Okay, so we've got some reference material there. It's an actual Blu-ray screenshot. I can't believe this. This is just crazy. This is beautiful. I'm quite stunned and taken back, actually. I mean, look at that. It feels, looks, and smells like an actual vintage newspaper. I'm trying to be very delicate with this. Paul, this is an absolute credit to you, my friend. This is something that I could never replicate. This is just a whole new level of prop making. Wow. Oh my God, that's amazing. Bit of silence here, I'm just taking it all in. This is just brilliant. Speechless. It's just beyond amazing. Paul, that's incredible. There's some incredible hauls here today, guys. Okay, last one that hasn't been opened yet is from Do Not Bend. Nice name. I might have some caffeine if I do say so myself. You guys want some? Oh, man. Gloss maintenance again! Hi Chris, my name is Anthony. I found your channel last summer and instantly fell in love with your videos. I first saw your Batfleck suit and after seeing that, I made me want to do cosplay of my own. I've actually decided on starting a Red Hood cosplay. Just days before you posted on Instagram that you were doing the same. I can't wait to see what you do with the character. I've sent you a picture I drew. The first one is of Red Hood because why not? The second is a version of Freddy Krueger. I tried to draw him using a reference photo, but after 7 failed attempts, I chose to draw him my style. Dude, that's the best way to do it. With that being said, I hope you're well, hope you're happy, be merry, be silly, and until next time, Chris, please always remember, cosplayers do it best. Anthony. I like that. That's brilliant. Look at that. You can't see his eyes, which is like a throwback to the original Nightmare on Elm Street where Freddy was hidden a lot in the shadows. You didn't see much of him. So this is like a perfect hybrid representation of Freddy from the first film, and Anthony signed it. Ah, Red Hood. Oh my God, look at that. That is a brilliant action pose. Anthony, you're a little talent bag. I always repeat myself when I do fan mail unboxings, when I receive stuff that people have drawn by hand. I used to draw a lot when I was in primary school or grade school, whatever you guys call it. And I stopped, I gave it up. I originally wanted to become a cartoonist and an animator. But now, you know, animation's changed a lot. Majority of it is done on computer, and I love the old school animation cell method. And unfortunately I gave it up, and I can't draw to save my life. I can draw stick figures, that's about it. So my medium is now sculpting, molding, and casting, but I have nothing but respect for people that do this freehand. It's just blows my mind. Again, like working with small scale, it's just ridiculous how talented some of you guys are. So to Paul, Anthony, Luke, and Sean, guys, thank you so much for your amazing gifts and kind words. You guys are amazing and talented, and keep doing what you're doing and conquer the world. Now, cosplay updates. Hopefully this week I am receiving my shoulder and bicep armor set for my Pirate Batman 2.0 cosplay. Once that's arrived, I'll be doing a video and showing you guys the before, how we're gonna distress it, and eventually rivet it to the chest torso armor. Then I can move on to finally cutting out and sewing together this big heavy pleather cape, because I really can't do anything until the shoulder pads arrive, so that way I can get an idea and gauge where and how far they're going to come over the shoulders, where they're going to lock into place, and how it's all going to function. In terms of the torso area, so if you guys know, I obviously have the torso armor and the big belt, but in between that, there's kind of no protection. So I've got two big leather straps that are going to be cross-hatching over with a fold-up batarang and a dagger with a holster on the other side. Now, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I am going to be doing the Captain Without a Country cosplay. Now, this is based off the concept posters, the 3 concept posters for Avengers Infinity War that came out of San Diego Comic-Con, and I just fell in love instantly with the look of Chris Evans, with the beard, the long hair, the stars ripped off his suit, and he just looks like a damaged individual, and I love that. Don't get me wrong, I love the other incarnations of Chris Evans' look as Cap in all the other films, but to me, I'm not a massive fan of the clean-cut Boy Scout look. This is kind of like the Nightmare Batman cosplay of Captain America. And again, guys, thank you so much for your overwhelming response with the Road to Red Hood series. It's pretty much done and dusted. It's now a matter of organizing a photo shoot. There are some things I need to touch up here and there. I'm actually going to do a Nightmare variation, so I might do a video on that in the next couple of weeks with suiting up the Nightmare coat and the wraps and the scarf and the goggles. I think that would just look absolutely badass. Now, I will be going to Oz Comic Con Sydney this year at the end of the month. We've got the whole crew there. It's going to be an amazing time. Saturday will be Red Hood. Sunday will be Pirate Batman 2.0. So that is it for Cosplay Update, guys. Now, we have a giveaway today. I have got three, count them, 3 1-up boxes and 3 Pirate Batman signed prints to give away. So it's coming as a bundle. I'm going to give away a 1-up box and a signed Pirate Batman print, which was done by my good friend Rui of Red Unit Inc. Guys, you know I'm a big fan of just disgusting lame puns, like dad joke puns. All you have to do is comment below your best superhero pun. It could be anything, even anime. I don't care. If it's geek related, I want a really cringy pun. The best 3 will win a 1-up box and a Pirate Batman print. Personalized, whatever you want. If you want me to call myself an idiot from Dickhead, whatever, that's fine. So I will leave a comment under the 3 best puns that I think make me giggle and cringe this coming Sunday. And then that's it, guys. You've won yourselves a 1-up box and a signed Pirate Batman print. Guys, thank you so much as always for watching. Again, thank you for the amazing fan mail today, gents. Good hustle all around. Wherever you are in the world, guys, go out there and conquer the world. Hope you're well, hope you're happy, be merry, be silly. And until next time, geeks, please always remember, cosplayers do it best.